Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. The fascinating season. I wanted to start off with Layla first. Nicole witnessed her family break up last season, and her parents are kind of getting divorced now because of all of the fighting. How does she feel now that the divorce is actually in motion?
I think that Nicole is sort of watching this happen. Nicole is no stranger to hard times, especially pertaining to her family. And so I think this season she's figuring out how to deal with that. As a teenager, and as someone who is the youngest and the youngest sister, the only girl, she's sort of kind of used to internalizing everything and writing it down in her journal or maybe talking to a friend about it or a friend or two about it. But she sort of tries to find her own way and stand on her own path this season. And so we'll see how that works and how that doesn't work out for her this season.
Hmm. So for Nicole, interesting storyline with Lucille. First of all, we do see that she's reintroduced to a man named Maurice.
Uh-oh.
And yes. And so, what I wanted to know, even friendship wise, him being a male prospect, do you feel that the character, is psychologically ready for any kind of either romance or even male friendship?
Um, I don't know. Sometimes are you always ready for anything? It's just like, this was so happenstance with what happened with myself and Charles that I find myself in this situation and and he just kind of shows up in my life. And so I can't say that she's, fully ready or not ready. She's just discovering these things about herself and giving herself permission to find her way kind of for the first time. And and just it's scary, but owning that because she deserves that opportunity to give it to herself.
Okay, so also I wanted to know is Nicole's kind of in the background season one and two. Her role is expanded in season three. Who is she, would you say, in season three?
Hmm. Um, Nicole plays a sort of duality. She is every bit of a teenager, every bit of a, sassy sometimes, but, ultimately introspective and, intrinsic sort of person, but she also plays the duality and plays the role of sort of the peacekeeper within her family and sort of the glue. And so it's hard this season for Nicole because everyone is spreading out. Everyone is sort of floating away. Meech goes to Atlanta. Terry is just focusing on his family that he's creating. Mom and dad are getting a divorce, and so it's kind of hard for Nicole, but she's sort of figuring out how to focus everything onto herself and figuring out how to become who Nicole is. I think she's in a state of becoming. So I don't know. She doesn't know who she is this season, but she's figuring it out.
I like that though. And kind of lastly, Charles is still in the house. Is there temptation for Lucille?
It might be. I mean, I think, it's a challenge sometimes because he still is my husband and, a man that I've always loved. And we've had this amazing relationship up until now. So it's, this kind of push and pull sometimes of what do I do? And I'm discovering that moment to moment. So you'll have to watch and see.
I like that very much. Thank you both for speaking with me.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.